today's video, we're going to go over something that, in my opinion, is a really important exercise to do. It may even be up there with the values and beliefs exercise, which guides the direction we go in every single day. This exercise gives us an idea of who we are right now and opens up the possibility of developing those effective and adaptive behaviors that we are desperately trying to create. So today, let's go over building our very own unique personality map. If you're taking on the work of making behavioural changes, particularly when we're trying to remove the rigidity of those addictive, obsessive and compulsive coping mechanisms, then adaptive and effective behaviours are exactly what we're trying to create. These behavioural responses are heavily involved with the concept of living the life we want to live, being the person we want to be, in the areas of life that are important to us, according to our true, authentic values and beliefs. Everything is geared towards living our lives this way, and while it's incredibly important to recognize and work on those parts of our personality that are behaving in ways that may or may not line up with this philosophy of life, we cannot ignore the parts that are already being this way. In this work, these are what we know as the effective and adaptive modes of behavior, and they are represented by what we call our healthy adult and playful child parts. These extremely important parts of our personality are recognized in our system by the things we do that line up with our primary philosophies of living the life we want to live. They're probably already playing an important role within our personality system, and even if they aren't, it's important for us to start to recognize their presence so that we can begin to build motivation in them to take a more dominant role. To do this, it can be helpful to build what we call a personality map, and there are a couple of different ways to complete this task. In the PDF that's at the bottom of the website page that's connected to this video, we're going to explore one of these ways, and later we can use this information to build a complete picture of who you are. Your personality map is a way for you to begin to label the many different parts of your personality, both the parts that are perceived as helpful and possibly those that are currently perceived as unhelpful, and then connect them to the modes and schemas that we will try to identify as we go through the process of doing this work. We start by acknowledging that all parts of our personality are welcome within our system. They're all there for a very specific reason, or to paraphrase Richard Schwartz, there really are no bad parts. At the same time, any lifestyle that has addictive, obsessive or compulsive behaviour patterns as a way of coping is usually a life that's riddled with chaos and rigidity. The chaos manifests in the way we live, the imbalance in our thoughts, feelings and bodily sensations, while the rigidity plays out in a black and white mindset and all or nothing way of thinking. This way of relating to the world around us is based on the filters through which we're seeing the world at any particular point in time. However, if we can learn the skills associated with unconditional self-acceptance of who we are and where we are in this present moment, which includes every single part of our personality, then a state of internal balance and harmony is definitely achievable. As I said, in the worksheet that's available in the PDF at the bottom of the website page that's connected to this particular video, you'll begin to build your own personality map by starting to identify the effective and adaptive personality traits associated with the modes of behavior that you're currently aware of. This can be extremely challenging for some people, as it's difficult to talk about the things we do well without feeling a sense of shame or even self-loathing. For others, this is an easy thing to do. Either way, the path to personal growth and building the life you want to live involves acknowledging and utilizing your own unique strengths while working to accept, improve and strengthen your perceived weaknesses. We begin by looking at the many things that you do, the people around you, the things you like and the places you go that have a healthy effect on you and your environment. This may be a struggle for you at first, but remember, if that's the case, it's completely okay. It doesn't have to be completed in one shot, and the beautiful thing about any recovery journey is being able to slowly ease yourself into not knowing exactly where it's going right away. When you complete this exercise, at first, for some of you, there may be many blank spots on the worksheet. Remember, This is completely okay. These blank spots give us an idea of the areas we might need to focus on and provide a fantastic tool to use later on as you recognize and acknowledge the progress that you've made. While this exercise can sometimes cause some anxiety or fear in some people, it's important to remember that looking at things with an open mind gives you a blank canvas to work with as you build the life you want to live. Take some time to think about each of the sections in the exercise before you just jump right in and begin to complete the worksheets. Begin by downloading the PDF and printing it out. This will give you a foundational document to work from. Watch this particular video all the way through and read through each section of the PDF thoroughly. Taking your time with this exercise will make it way more effective in the long run, and it'll help you to identify the healthy adult and playful child parts as you move into doing that type of work. Also, once you've completed this particular exercise, click on the links that are on the website page connected to this video for the healthy adult and playful child modes of behavior too. Completing each of these exercises is important as it will assist you by providing all the information you need to help you build your ability to live the life you want to live, being the person that you want to be, in the areas of life that are important to you, according to your true, authentic values and beliefs. As you go through this first section, you're going to begin to get a sense of what your current support structure looks like. This is an essential part of any behavior change program, particularly if you're stepping out of addictive, obsessive, or compulsive coping mechanisms. Figuring out what some of your favorite things are is so important when it comes to building the life you want to live and understanding your personality. When we recognize this aspect of who we are, we can gear the structure and schedule that we're trying to create towards incorporating these things into our daily routines. Developing an awareness of how you like to spend your time gives you an inkling of the things that you can do for your own self-care. Many people struggle with this aspect of their personality because they include things like meetings, groups, or working out to the point of exhaustion in this part of their life. Self-care is all about recharging your batteries and learning how to relax in a healthy way. So take your time with this one and don't worry if it's incomplete at first. You can come back to it at any point in time as you discover the new things along the way. I thought really long and hard about including this particular section, but in the end I decided to do it because we must acknowledge that there are parts of our personality that place importance on the way we look, and it's worthwhile to pay attention to this. If I didn't include it, it would mean ignoring a part of our personality that may need to be heard and understood. However, I also acknowledge that this section might be quite challenging for some of you to complete, and this is totally understandable and in fact quite common. Take some time to think about the things that are listed here, and if you're someone who struggles with self-presentation, don't worry, you can work towards completing this section at a future date. Remember, the process of getting to know yourself and what you like is completely fluid and constantly changing. If you didn't know this already, building the life you want to live and developing your own unconditional self-acceptance means looking under the surface at what's really going on. The substance or process that you're using is the solution to the problem and not the problem itself. And while we're not diving into the deep, vulnerable child emotional work just yet, it's important to begin planting seeds for later on. This is how we build self-trust. So take some time to think about each of the sections in this particular part of the worksheet, as it will give you some insight into the more complex aspects of your personality as a personality system. Personality map is a really important thing for each and every one of us to build, and as we dig deeper into the understanding you have for your own unique personality system, we will expand on this foundational document. So take your time and fill this out to the best of your ability right now. And guys, if you like the content of this video, please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and turn on the notifications to get all the latest from me and the Liberation Place. If you want to know more about this and all of the ways that you can live the life you want to live, come join the live online meetings that I facilitate each week on Zoom. I'll leave a link to the page containing information about these groups in the description below. I hope this video gave you an idea for how to begin to build your own unique personality map to help you understand what parts of your personality are supporting you with being the person you want to be. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Take care, be safe, and be well.